Market update here on the 3rd. So last or going into the day, we started here at 529 this morning, sold off all the way to 523 and started to make a move higher again. I still have this as the same count as before, which is this was the end of the fourth wave. We got a first wave higher. We pulled back here, and that was a second wave. This looks like that was definitely an impulse move on Friday. We retraced past the 0.5 fib into the 4-hour demand, maybe 3-hour demand. Yeah, 3-hour demand. I bought some calls right here. I sold too early. I just did a quick flip, 525, 526. I'm holding a few though for the bigger move, which the bigger move is that this is just the first wave, second wave. Third wave would take this all the way up to 536. We'd pull back, and then we'd have one more move higher, probably somewhere in the mid 540s, maybe 550. And then from there, probably a good place to get rid of most stuff, because it's not clear if this is fourth wave of the third wave or the overall fourth wave. It could be the overall fourth wave too. So either way, if you sell right here, you're going to either get a chance to reload, probably somewhere in the mid 530s, or you're going to catch the top for a big fall, is what I see right now. So we'll see how it goes, but right now, the invalidation level is just right here. Invalidation for this move is below the low of Friday, which is at 518.35. We're $10 ahead of that. But on the shorter term time frame, anything below 522.59 would invalidate this as the start of the third wave. So if it goes like that, then this was not the start of the third wave. This would be the start of the third wave down here. I'm expecting it to go higher straight from here. We'll find out though, but I think it looks like it's ready to go. So we'll see if I'm right about that. If not, I'd probably just be looking to buy the dip down here again. So that is SPY looking for higher prices here in the short term. Next target is 536. And another thing to point out too is people that are bearish, this structure doesn't even make sense if you're bearish, because, and who knows, it could prove me wrong, but this structure is not a bearish structure. We came down here to the 1.61 fib, and this looked like, I was like, okay, it looks like it's going to be 5 waves. Looks definitely like a 5-wave move. We have 1, 2, 3 here, like that. And what happens? Friday came all the way up here, invalidated the move by coming back into this wave right here. And it was very impulsive. So we completely changed the trend. And then today it fell, and it looked like it was going to be impulsive again, but it was just coming down here to the demand area. So you have to treat this like we're trending up still. And then also you can look at the daily moving averages. And we finished above the 50, the 20, and the 100 is down here. And the 200 is way below that. So we're above every moving average, bullish. There's no bearishness until it breaks 518 and then gets below the 20-day moving average, or the 50. Still want to see it above the 20 though, mostly. I didn't look at GME that much today, to be honest. I thought it was going to go to 27. It goes all the way up here to 41. But I can look at it real quick now, and I would say this is probably finished. Unless it's a larger move, this is probably finished, and it's probably going all the way to 10 now. Because this had a chance to be a 5-wave move. Could have been like that, maybe, gone to new highs. But what happens, it sells off from the high and breaks into this. So it's more than likely an ABC move, which means that it should be coming down here like that. Top was at 65, top here at 41. This is saying 10 bucks. Probably sometime in the next couple months. Maybe longer. But the only way this goes higher now is if it ends up being some kind of B wave here and make a C wave higher, or it's a nested move. It would have to be like this. I don't see that happening. There's too many bag holders. Even off this move, there's probably a lot of bag holders. So they'll probably just do a slow grind down here to 10 bucks, and everyone will be mad and complaining, and unfortunately, a lot of people will probably lose a lot of money. But that's probably where it's going to go. So that's GME. Let's go over Salesforce. I have a small swing trade here. I had 100 shares today at 232, which I had a call back here and I sold it too early. But I think that this is probably going to go one more move higher. It could go much higher. It just kind of depends. There's a small possibility that it is also going to do this. But I think that it's probably going to make one more high. You can see here, this is basically a fourth wave. And it should make one more high. My target's like mid 240s. But if you look at the standard deviations, it's getting to the very top of that range on the 15-minute. On the hourly, though, it's kind of at the bottom of the range. It could go all the way up here to 270, and I wouldn't be surprised. But that would be a big fifth wave, so it's probably more likely that it ends up doing something like that. Excuse me. So Salesforce, I'm in a swing trade here. I'll probably unload some in the 240s and maybe keep some if it keeps on running. If not, I'll probably look for a retrace. I think it's a pretty good deal, even if we're holding it long term down here. So I'm not really that worried about it, but it is more of a swing trade for me. So if we do make a new high, I'll probably sell some of it. SoFi, I'll probably do a video maybe today, maybe tomorrow, see what's going on. AMD, I've had videos on this in the past. And today I was expecting that breakout. Let's go in here on the hourly. So it did break out at the very beginning of the day. I was looking for that move up. I was saying that this is probably WXY. And we got that move up from 160 all the way up here to 171. Looked great. We filled this gap right here, and then it just sold off. The whole market sold off. It was kind of a really dull day overall. And then we get this move down. This move down looked kind of impulsive to me, but it looks like a 5-wave move right here. It looks like, and then we get this move right here. So this could be finished. This could be the C wave right here, but also this is looking kind of corrective to me. So I was looking at this after it started selling off, and I was like, I thought it was going to go higher. And then I was like, if it's an impulse move, then it's probably going down to 158, 160. Which would mean it's finishing an ABC move. That kind of changes the whole thing. That probably means it's actually 5 waves. So I'm going back and forth on if this is 5 waves, WXY. 157 is the 0.5 retracement. So that's kind of the minimum retracement for a ABC move or a 5-wave move. So if tomorrow it sells off to 157, I would be buying down there. It did hold the $20 and the 50, so it's above both moving averages. And what's also good about this is the 20 is crossing above the 50 here soon, as long as we get positive movement here soon. So that's going to be massively bullish. You have the 100-day moving average up here at 170. If the 20 can cross the 50 and then the 100, then this should go all the way up here to 190. So overall, potentially down here to 158, but it's also possible with the market where it's at that it just goes higher from here. If that were to happen, then I'd probably consider this a first wave, like that. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. It's kind of a tricky, choppy stock right now. They did have some good news today. They had some news of a new chip that's supposedly going to be one of the best chips in the market. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, but I'm not really that worried about it again. I bought back all my sold puts when I realized we were coming down. Still holding my call, still holding some shares. Bought another call down here, and I have a put too that is paid for by my new sold puts, just in case we come down here. But if it comes down here, that's 4-hour demand, and you're at the bottom of this 1-hour standard deviation. Probably a good spot to buy in. And I still think it's going higher. I think it's going to at least 178, but probably up here to 190. So I think AMD looks good. Tesla, haven't really been doing that many updates on Tesla because it's really in this range, not moving that much. And a lot of different possibilities here. This could be going down, but if it goes down, it's going to lose all the moving averages. Is it a triangle, contracting triangle kind of thing? We'll see what happens tomorrow, but I don't really have a good gauge on the short-term time frame for this right now. I'm waiting for this to move one way or the other, and then I'll know exactly what it is. But for right now, I don't know if it's going to go like that, or we're going to break to the upside. This is going to be some kind of triangle. So this could end up being like, it's kind of hard to say actually. It could be like a triangle right here actually. But that would mean it would go down to the downside. So I'm just kind of waiting on Tesla. We have Elon's package. It's coming here in about 9 days. So I think that's probably the holdup and why it's just chopping back and forth. So I've just been range buying. So like we go up here, I'll sell my calls because I figured it's not going to keep on going up. And then I'll buy a put and maybe sell the put down here, or maybe sell a put, like do a sold put down here. I think I took profit on a few options, but nothing really going on with the stock right now. So I'll do more of an update here later. I will take a look at the options though. And we had 26 million at 176, no, 57 million. And then we have some puts coming in here. 170 put here at 180, that's probably already closed out. Same thing with this, is probably already closed out. So nothing really on Tesla. And I have this set to, let's do at or below the ask. These are still coming in. These puts at the end of the day, way far in the money. Those have got to be bullish. They're doing them at the very low of the day every day. So they have to be bullish. That'd be really weird if they're not. So we got some calls coming in here. More puts. Probably selling puts here. I think it looks good, but I think we're going to have to wait until Elon's package. So I'm still bullish on Tesla. CRM, 4.84 million above the ask for 618.26, 240 strike. I feel pretty good about my position now. I mean, that is the best you can see above the ask. That's very helpful. And then we have GME above the ask call when it was at 30 bucks. That's kind of crazy, but that's only 500,000. So above the ask when it was at 33, $25 call. So we'll see. There's probably going to be a bounce back in GME tomorrow. Let's look at Microsoft, because I was in this last. It didn't really do anything today. It just kind of sat there after last week's move. But again, it's set up perfectly for a move higher. So we'll see if we get that tomorrow. If this is wave 4 right here, overall wave 4, then, and this took about almost 3 months. If this is wave 1, this is wave 2, I can see this going all the way up here to 480. Apple had a bullish flow today on the options chain. Not going to really go over it that much. NVIDIA up 4% today from the low, and you can see I didn't even look at it today, and look what happened. Came down here perfectly to the 4th wave. I think it's making the 5th wave. So NVIDIA could be going to $1,200, $1,300, $1,400. Any of those makes sense to me, and SPY could be making its last move higher. So the dollar fell too a little bit. It's starting to get down there where I've been talking about for months now. We're looking for it to come all the way down here to 92 bucks, and we'll see if it follows through. I think that's pretty much it. The VIX was up a little bit today, but fell into the close as expected. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The daily, though, it is the low here, so you might have to watch out. It might end up coming back here at some point, but they might also just chop it for a while, chop it down while we melt up. But again, this might end in June, so you got to watch out here. I'm following that final wave on SPY. If we are not finished, or if we do finish this up here at 535 or 545, I'm out. I'm literally out of everything for the most part, unless something changes. And this could go way higher. I'm just saying that's the projections right there. So I'll probably be out of a lot of stuff up here around 545, 550, and wait for a pullback at that point. On the daily chart, let's just look at where we're at on standard deviations. So if we go straight up into July, we could probably hit up here 560 potentially, 550, 560, and then you're definitely going to want to be out of everything. Look at this move. Straight up from -2 standard deviations all the way up to +2 standard deviations. So that's pretty much all I got for today. Hopefully tomorrow is a little bit better, and hopefully this just melts up to 536 and some of these stocks actually start running. So that's it for now. Leave a comment, like, subscribe for more updates. Catch you in the next video.